Okay, so
poor Stu Peters.
Poor Stu Peters, cast to the side by Kash Patel, who is casting himself as a debunker.
He's gaslighting us. He's gaslighting Stu.
I mean, was Kash Patel going on Stu Peters and saying, there were no giants? There were no giants. There were no giants.
I'm really interested in this giant theory. I
think the giant stuff is actually pretty prominent right now. In
really?
TikTok conspiracy kind of people.
So wait, is it? I don't understand. What's the theory here?
That there's giants.
No. But like, were there always giants and tinies, or did the tinies come after the giants?
I watched last night part of the documentary.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And
I really
what's
love
it
the
called?
giants.
It's called like. Let me see.
How is it not called They Might Be Giants?
Stu Peters.
Copyright.
It's called Old World Order. Also, the Hindenburg has something to do with it. Our history has been
giants?
fabricated. The official timeline of our recent past does not match our reality. Our Rockefeller, his storybooks are pure fabrication. There has been a massive cover-up. And it appears to be about... there were a lot of giants, and I think they might be aliens. They kind of talk about it at the end. There might be aliens, and they came here and they like built all this stuff.
Is this kind of ancient alien?
It's related to that.
Jason?
Stu Peters also is like a straight up like insane old style anti-Semite too. But we annihilated all the evidence through a series of fires that were made to look accidental, like the Chicago fire, the San Francisco earthquake fire, in order to cover up the existence of giants who were roaming this earth literally like in the 20s.
I see a lot of AI videos that their Instagram is always showing me because they look pretty convincing. And I think people see this shit. They're either building the pyramids or there's like this man in India who's 200 years old and he's like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, so that is, the documentary features several very clearly AI generated images that are presented as actual photographs of giants that existed.
This is fascinating.
Yeah. So this is Kash Patel. Like Kash Patel worked for a cult that believed that you could fly if you were the head of the cult or if you just got your chi good enough. And, believes that there's different heavens for different races and that mixed race people are forced to sort of wander accursedly through the no man's land between the racial heavens. Kash Patel was a paid employee of that cult, which is, by the way, also being investigated by the United States government, or maybe was being investigated, who knows, for running a massive money laundering organization, which very well could have been paying Kash Patel's bills and working with guys who believe in giants. So he's a big merch guy. You talked about his KSH shirts. He sells a lot of merch. He also wrote 2 children's books about stolen elections, and the children's book is called The Plot Against the King, which features Donald Trump as the king, and Kash Patel is a wizard who foils plots against him from the deep state. He signed several of the books, very famously, with Where We Go One, We Go All. He also wrote a second children's book called The Plot Against the King, 2,000 Donkeys.
Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein.